I am here with my dear friend Buzz the Bee from Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. You are going to want to keep a close eye on the weather today, am I right? And let me tell you, it's time now for your local weather report, brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Let's buzz on over to the Main Street Media TV Weather Center.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Taylor Platt here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a look at your latest forecast. A breezy northwesterly wind in store for your Tuesday. Could be gusting anywhere from 15, maybe even up to 25 miles per hour at times, but it's going to be a dry day on the cooler side, at least a lot cooler than what we had on Monday. Temperatures back up into the 70s and 80s. We'll generally stay in the 60s for your Tuesday. A few clouds here and there, but for the most part, we're looking at mostly sunny skies for your Tuesday afternoon. Once we get into Wednesday morning, temperatures will be down into the upper 30s and lower 40s across the area. Here's your 7-day forecast. Absolutely fantastic for the next several days. Temperatures getting back up into the 80s once we get towards the weekend. And then our next best chance of rain looks to be coming in on Monday.
Thank you for that update. Tune in each day on Mornings on Main Street for an up-to-date weather report brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. All of their contact information is below. Have a great day.
Good morning, Stefanie.
Good morning. Hi, kids. Hot tea.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Take a look. Visitors were treated to Civil War history and artifacts from the period at Clarksville's Fort Defiance Civil War Park and Interpretive Center. Items that lined the tables included currency of the period, guns, bullets, and clothing. If you missed this event, you can catch Life Before Camp Campbell on April 22nd and Civil War Artillery, bringing history alive on the 26th of this month. Visit Fort Defiance Civil War Park and Interpretive Center in Clarksville during business hours Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 in the afternoon. Coming up to date is our Let's Eat Tuesday with Catherine Mayhew. She talks to us about Subculture Cafe in Nashville. It is a Latin American street food location. It is delicious. We'll have more coming up, but first, let's get a check of our headlines. Drivers appear to be adhering to the reduced speed limits along Highway 109 from Lebanon Road to the Sumner County line, now at 50 miles per hour, and speed limits from the I-40 interchange to Lebanon Road at 45 miles per hour. TDOT Regional Communications Director said the speed reductions are an effort to promote safer and more efficient travel along the roadway. Tax relief for individuals and businesses in Tennessee that were affected by severe storms, straight-line winds, tornadoes, and flooding that began on April 2nd, 2025, now have until November 3rd of the year to file various federal, individual, and business tax returns and make tax payments. Following the disaster declaration issued by FEMA, individuals and households that reside or have a business in the entire state of Tennessee qualify for tax relief. If an affected taxpayer receives late filing or late payment penalty notice from the IRS that has an original filing, payment, or deposit due date that falls within the postponement period, the taxpayer should call the telephone number on the notice to have the IRS lessen the penalty. Your questions will be answered at the upcoming community engagement event entitled Our Health, Our Schools, Our Community. This event is hosted by the Sumner County's NAACP. Representatives from Voices for a Safer Tennessee and the Tennessee Justice Center will be present to provide information on the cuts in Medicaid and Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP benefits, as well as information about firearm policies, programs that create safer communities. Our Health, Our Schools, Our Community is this Saturday, April 19th at Gallatin's First Baptist Church. That is at 290 Winchester Street. The event is from 10 in the morning until 12:30 in the afternoon.
So Busy Bee is a very close-knit family. We fight just like every family does. We have arguments, but we always come out with a solution to the problems. We don't just fight about what we want, we fight about what customers need. We want to make sure that every customer we go to is more than satisfied. And that doesn't just start whenever we show up at their door, that starts when we show up every day at work. We want to make sure that we are serving our customers to the best of our ability.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 123-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit nashville.lionel.com or call 615-455-9399.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. So there's an eatery in the Nashville area, and they have dishes from South American cuisine to Asian cuisines to traditional American cuisine. We get to hear all about subculture, urban cuisine, and cafe in our Let's Eat segment today with Catherine Mayhew. Cannot wait to learn more about this after reading your article. Like, this just sounds like a very unique and interesting eatery.
It is a very unique and interesting eatery. And it is a very, I would say, unassuming eatery. It's in a strip shopping center. There are only 6 tables and maybe 3 bar stools. So you have to want to go there, and you may have to wait. They do a very brisk to-go business because there's not very much seating in there. And they do kind of cover the waterfront in their menu. But if you notice one thing about their menu that's a common thread, and the reason that I love this place so much is they make a really dynamite hot chicken, believe it or not.
You're one person that, I mean, you know, hot chicken in the Nashville area, again, hot chicken being huge. Is it, does it compare to some of the others, or kind of a top, a little bit above?
No, it really doesn't. It's a little bit like comparing apples to oranges, because what they do is a hot chicken thigh. So there's no bones. It's just a boneless thigh. But where they excel, and I would say compete with the other hot chicken places, is in the flavoring that they use. So the chicken thigh obviously is the most forgiving part of the chicken to cook, and it'll stay juicy even if you overcook it a little bit. But then they use this really highly seasoned flour that has lots of kind of South American-y seasonings to it, cumin. But what they really do, believe it or not, that's so important, is they use the appropriate amount of salt.
Okay.
And that gives the batter this really, it gives it a zing, because there's just the right amount of salt in it. And then, of course, they fry it. And then, just like any other hot chicken place, you can get it mild, medium, hot, blow the top of your head off. And that seasoning too it's spicy, but it's also very floral. So I'm a medium chicken girl in the hot chicken world, and you get sort of a heat toward the back of your throat that's, I think, very pleasant. And then you get this sort of persistent tingling on your lips that is also, I think, very pleasurable.
Well, that sounds delicious. And in the picture, you also had some ramen.
Well, they do the hot chicken in a number of ways. They don't serve it just like, here's a piece of chicken on a plate.
Okay.
One of the things they do is the ramen, and they also serve a traditional Japanese ramen. So if you really want to go the traditional route, it's really good. They use a very intensely flavored chicken bone broth, and it's got mushrooms. It's got the ramen noodles have that appropriate bounciness to them. The good ramen has. They do, of course, the half jammy egg, and it's great all by itself. But you can also get hot chicken ramen, and they're really smart about this. They serve the hot chicken on the side, so that you don't have this piece of chicken plopped into a broth and getting all soggy.
Right.
And the trick is to figure out how to eat it without looking like an idiot, honestly. This is a big
What do
piece
you
of
suggest?
huh?
What do you suggest as far as eating it?
Well, okay, what they do is they give you chopsticks, and I think they're being very hopeful with that suggestion because most of us cannot pick up a piece of hot chicken with a chopstick. So you also get a knife and a fork. And what I suggest is just like, you're cutting up chicken for your children, cut it into little pieces, take the hot chicken, take the spoon with the broth, and get all of it in your mouth at once. And like I say, it's not pretty. You're not going to look very stylish eating this, but it's delicious.
Well, I want to cover another item that's on that menu, and then reading in this, and this just sounds amazing to me. A grass-fed steak churrasco sandwich.
Yep.
Which it has chimichurri. It has a soft fried egg. I mean, you guys, that sounds amazing.
Well, it is, and this draws from the owner's South American roots. Obviously, chimichurri is it's a green sort of parsley condiment that has like red pepper flakes and lots of garlic and olive oil, and it's the perfect counterpoint to a sort of fatty, rich piece of beef. Very common all over South America. Easy to make at home, by the way. I do it all the time. And that's their nod to South America. They also have empanadas, which are some a nod to South America, and some of them, one of them's a nod to the U.S. because it's filled with pimento cheese.
Ooh.
But the thing I have to say I was most enamored with, I'm going to circle back to the hot chicken here.
Okay.
Their hot chicken sandwich is perfect. I would put it up against any hot chicken sandwich anywhere.
That's high praise.
Well, they make their own buns. That's number one. And they're perfectly fluffy. They're sturdy enough to hold up to everything that's on the inside. Then all of their breads and their sauces are homemade. So they make their own mayonnaise, which is, they call an aioli. It's mayonnaise. But they make their own mayonnaise. That goes on the bottom. Then you get this perfectly crispy chicken thigh. Then they have a lovely sort of very acidic cabbage and carrot slaw that they put on top of that.
Wow.
And then they have a very thin layer of avocado spread that they put on the top bun. And all those things together, there's nothing out of place. There's nothing that shouldn't be there. It's just perfect.
I cannot wait to try this out. Catherine, thank you. Is there anything that we've missed on this restaurant?
No, there's a lot. They also do a hot chicken and waffle. Anything on their menu it's very inventive. You can go healthy if you want to, and you can just fall off the deep end. They've got a terrific Cuban. There's not a single thing you'll get at this restaurant that you won't completely enjoy.
Thank you for sharing this with all of us. We appreciate you as always. Can't wait to see what you're trying next.
Well, I'll see you soon then.
I look forward to it. Catherine, thank you so much.
Okay, take care.
You too.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
As always, thanks for joining us here at Mornings on Main Street. Have a fantastic rest of your day. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow.